Okay guys, we're live. I decided to take you guys through my routine on live video, how I'm going to rebuild this left legs. So it's a struggle, but I think it's going to be okay. The knees are getting a little bit stronger, so I hope it all works out fine, because my plan is to compete again, at least one more show. I never did officially retire, so I want to do at least one more show. So the goal is to rebuild the left legs to match the right legs, and any lagging body parts I will try to fix those at the same time. So I want to show you guys the way my legs look right now. This is how they look. Nobody has seen them in a while, but this is how they look. This is the right quadricep, how it actually looks, and this is the right one, the left one I mean. So the left one in this area, this is where the muscle is not where it should be. As you can see, I'm not ashamed to show this because it's reality for some people out there who might be going through the same thing. But the idea is to rebuild the quadricep in here. When I had the accident, the quadricep tendon is located here in the legs, right here, right where you can probably see the scar, and it snapped off the bone, and all the muscles here went into the hip, everything went up. So because the muscles all went up there, they had to reattach everything back here. It was a serious accident, so there was some form of muscle damage at the same time. But it's been coming along very slowly. As you can see, this is how my legs actually looks right now. But this side is still overpowering the other side. And actually what I did over the last few years, what I've done is decrease the size of this legs. I decreased this size so it can match this side, but still struggling. So I'm going to start showing you guys my routine for my legs, what I'm doing to bring back this legs to some form of size enough to compete. So we start today. Not going heavy because I don't trust going too heavy in any exercises right now for my legs. So I have my vertical leg press machine here. This is what I had before when I originally had my gym. I put some of the equipment into storage, and it come in handy now that some of the gyms are still closed, and my gym is actually open, but I just not comfortable going there. So I have this machine here. Basically load the plates. I have a lot of plates there I can use in it, but let's stick to the one for now, see how far it gets me. And then I'm gonna do some squats, not very many squats, just maybe just one set of squat. Because the idea is that I don't wanna do too much work in this side. I want this side to grow. So I have to focus more on this side. So here we go, doing some leg press. And actually I'm gonna superset it with the calves at the same time. That's how I do legs. I always superset the calves. So here we go. So it might be a little bit boring for you guys, but you can watch me and basically see my progress of what's going to happen over the next few months. Okay. So I'm going to start off, actually my camera needs to be angled a little bit down more. Yeah. Here we go, that's better. So I'm going to start off by warming up both knees. I do like maybe one set to warm up, and then I'm going to start focusing just on the left legs only, because the right one grows very quickly. Actually, most of my body is like that. I never really had a problem in the past with a group of muscle in my body that didn't grow very quickly. It always respond fast. It's just the problem with the injuries change that sort of dynamic. So I'm going to start off with this first, just to get the knees warmed up. get the blood flowing there. So I usually do one set with my toes facing outwards like this, and then I do a set with my toes straightened, my toes going forward, and that's how I warm up the knees. You have to do all angles actually. Okay, one more set like that. So that's 15 reps again. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 sets of calf raises. Actually 3 sets. The calves again, you work this way, toes pointing outwards, toes straight ahead, and toes inwards. When you put the toes inwards, make sure your knees are together at the same time. It works the 3 heads of the calves. I usually emphasize more on the outer head of the calves because that's the part that I want to really look so impressive when I stand from the front. You can see it looks more like a diamond shape from that angle. So calf raises. Stretch the calf out. So every time you do calves, you always go for high repetition, and after every set you stretch the calf muscles out. It gives it more space to grow when you stretch. So turn the calves inwards now, the toes inwards, knees lock, and then press up again. So you're working this part of the calf muscle, the outside part. Stretch again. Okay. We work the inner part of the calf. So when your toes are pointed straight forward, you're hitting the inner head of the calf. Here we go. And trust me, the calf muscle burns. Like, you feel this burning feeling. You know the muscles are working, but it burns a lot. So I don't know, for some of you beginners out there, at the beginning you will feel the pain. Maybe you can't walk for a few days, because I've experienced that before, where I actually, it's on one of the videos where I overworked my calves and I couldn't walk for 3 days. It was pretty bad. But it wasn't an injury, it's just that the muscles was just overworked. And this happened in Japan. When I was there a couple months ago, it happened. Okay, so I'm gonna get off the machine and I'm gonna stretch your knees out, then I will go back in then I will start the big workout. Okay. Oof. So stretching is very important, especially for someone like myself that have these challenges with my knees. And usually the problem is with this kind of injury, if it's too cold, you will feel some pain in the knees. And if it's too hot, you're going to feel the pain too. So it actually has this really negative effect. So it's not a nice thing to have. And I mentioned before, this injury is common with people, especially men, in their late 30s. That's when this injury really is more common to happen. And for me, it didn't happen by working out or involved in any kind of sport. I was just cutting the grass on the front lawn of my house. And I just slipped, fell, and that's it. I couldn't get up. So I wasn't even involved in any sports at the time, sport activity. And I wasn't working out that much back then either when it happened. It just happened, it's just kind of weird. I just, fell off my legs and then everything was gone. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is one leg at a time. So I'll do one leg, calf raises, one leg, calf raises, one leg, like that. Right through the exercise. I'm not going to be working these legs again. I will do one set of squat with a medicine ball at the end, but everything is focused in here. And I'm also going to do some stiff leg deadlifts for the hamstring muscle. Okay, so here we go. So the focus is just this guy over here, this left leg. Stretch, 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 stretch. Stretching the calves out. Okay. Left legs again. So that's 2 sets with the toes pointing straight forward for the leg press for the left legs, and the calf raises, my toes was pointed this way for 2 sets. So we're going to do another angle. We're going to go outwards now for the calf raise, not for calf raises, but for the leg press. So the first one we turn our toes inwards, now we're going to go outwards now. So it's trying to work the legs from all angles. And as I'm doing them, I'm feeling it's a little strange thing going on in the inside of the knees. And you know, when I feel that, that has got me a little concerned all the time. Even if it's just the knees just trying to work the situation out, I do feel that from time to time it makes me extremely nervous. Because re-injuring it, I don't want that to happen. It's a situation where it's an injury that can reoccur again. Because once it's broken, there's always that weakness there that can cause it to re-happen again. And the temperatures are so hot right now in Toronto, is that because it's so hot, I am feeling some slight uncomfortness in my knees. So those things has got me concerned, makes me feel nervous. So it's just, I guess it comes with the territory of this kind of injury. So here we go, another set. So that's 2 sets with the toes pointed outwards. So total of 4 sets. So inner calves, outer calves again. Stretch it out, stretch it out. So I did 4 sets for the left legs, just the left legs alone. And I did 2 sets at the beginning for both legs together. Woo! So now I gotta stretch it out. And I'll be very honest and open with you guys. This is kind of scary for me. It is very scary to decide to go on live video to show you this kind of workout that I'm doing for my legs, because I saw a video the other day with a power lifter, and actually I might post that video if I could find it, that had a serious injury on live video where he was doing squats. I think it's with maybe over 400 kilo doing squats, and went and lost his footage, went down and snapped everything in his both legs. Happened on live video. He's trying to set a world's record. So today I was nervous to go on live video to do such a thing, even with the workout, because I'm saying, what if I do this and I re-injure myself live on live video and everyone can see this? For me, I'll be very embarrassed about it. Not thinking about the injury, but I'll be very embarrassed. So I decided, you know what, okay, forget about it, just go and do it. I want to share with you guys what I'm actually doing, how I'm gonna go through this injury and rebuild the legs. So this is how the legs look like from the pump. of the workout. But this one is still overpowering. Only 2 sets I did with this one. Okay, so we're gonna do some medicine ball squat. Yeah. You haven't seen my face much in this video, but maybe now you see when I squat them. Okay, so medicine ball squats. I'm holding the ball in the one hand, not this side, not on this side. I'm trying to get most of the weight to my left side, so here we go. So that's 10. Stretch again. Lots of stretching. If the video wasn't live, I would not be able to post it. It would be too long. So I figure live can do it. Okay, one more set. So every set of squat I do, this leg's get involved, and the idea is not to allow this leg to be too much involved in any movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, so that's 2 more sets. Okay, so I'm gonna do some with the camera a bit more so you can see what else I'm doing. So this is the home gym I built. As I showed you guys before in the video, I'm gonna use that to do some stiff leg deadlifts. So, stiff leg deadlifts, it works the hamstring. There's 2 types of deadlift. There's the one that you see the power lifters are using. That version of deadlift, it's very brutal, but it targets a whole lot of areas in the body. The one I'm doing is just designed specifically just for the hamstring, and it actually also worked the lower back too, a little bit in the lower back. But I really don't want to focus on the lower back. I want to focus more on my hamstring. So it's working this muscle, the muscle in the back of the legs. So we call it stiff-legged deadlift. Yeah. So you can see how I use this. I didn't show in the video the other day because I forgot this particular exercise. So if you notice my toes are pointed inwards. And I use a board because I want my legs, the hamstring, to stretch before I even go halfway with the movement. I could do it flat-feeted like this, but I want my hamstring to start stretching before I even move to go forward. So I put it in a stretching position already. And here we go. So basically I keep you can't see my head, but you see when I go down, my head is straight up. And I keep my back flat and knees slightly bent and knees together. So here we go. And watching me work it is a little boring, guys. It's not the most exciting thing. If you're seriously into weight training and you seriously want to get fit, this will be entertaining for you. But if you don't care about all of the above, then it'll be a boring thing to watch. So for those who are serious, stay with me. If you're not serious, then it's your prerogative. But I encourage you to get serious about your physical health. The body only lasts so long, so you want to last much longer, you have to take care of it. It's fact. Ready, here we go again. Whew. So that's targeting this muscle in the back here. That's what it's targeting. I don't have so much problem with this side of the muscle either. It's just what's happening here is my problem. And you stretch the hamstring out too. Stretch it out. So final set. This home gym I built is pretty good, guys. But still got to make some improvements in it, so I can't wait to see the finishing product. Woo. Always stretch after every set. Even before the injury, I was saying the same thing, but I still got injured, even not from doing the exercises. Okay guys, so this is how the legs are looking. Had a little pump there, that's how they're looking. This is the left legs. See, in this space it's kind of empty, but this is how it look. But the right one, as you can see, the quads is still very big, and the calves is right there. Even the calves on this side is okay. And hamstrings. The hamstrings is there. So hamstrings are still okay. And the calves, so so that's it, guys. So I'm gonna be doing more videos like this because I want you guys to see exactly how I'm gonna rebuild my legs and how it's gonna look probably a couple of months down the road from now. Let's set a goal, maybe between now and before Christmas. How about that? Between now and Christmas. Let's see how these legs look from the hard workout I'm going to put it through, and same kind of routine. I'm going to do some live videos like this maybe once a week. But I'm going to be working my legs probably 3 times a week. So probably once a week I'll do a live video and you guys can see the progress of what's going on. Okay, so that's it for now. Be safe, be cool, keep working out, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.